Drugi deo Hogwarts Legacy. Molim vas, bacite pogled sad. Stigli smo u Hogwarts. Prenoćili smo naša prva noć. Ovo su naši cimeri koji trenutno nisu tu. Nemam pojma gdje su. Vjerovatno idemo sada ih upoznamo. Pa nema ovdje ništa, ne mislim što bi moglo da mi da pristup. Nisam morao ništa. Idem dole ili gore? Catch piece. Uplaš. To se vjerojatno ti duhovi. A ovo je druga soba? Ne,
Lumos.
A kakav Lumos, bre?
Revelio. Now, which way is the common room?
I mene to zanima iskreno. Ovdje? Pa... Nema ništa. Ništa, idemo se spustimo do naših... Samo vidim što ima gore.
Revelio.
Čini mi se da je gledala kao Harry Potter. Vjerojatno treba voda. A level 2, znači ovdje imam i neke levele. Jel oni to meni, a? Drago mi je bilo.
Surely you weren't born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure you'd use them.
Pričaj o meni.
I tried to brew some ammo tent here once. It was an awful disaster. I hope the professor catches it. I think he'll do anything for a thrill.
Šta li radi ova gore? Imamo znači ovo troje da... Obiđemo. House chest. Ne mogu tu ništa. Idem prvo s njom, šta treba radim?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Znači, pa malo pre, mi dajemo pitanja i odgovore, vjerovatno. Vjerovatno za nije non-verbally casting.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed.
Mogu postavim pitanje, čekaj. Može ovo.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Vidi se da su prva godina.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Želi da bude miljenica kao Harmony i u Harry Potteru, isti čak i venčer na nju.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Hvala. Jedino sam završio. Sviđaju mi se ove slike. Što se na zdravlje. Dobro. Mislim da...
Revelio!
I hope a professor catches her this time.
You were born with wings.
Professor could arrive any
I'm sure
moment.
you'd use them.
Čekaj, ajde da ću prvo ovog lika ovdje.
Here,
Plavu
have a sip.
šanu.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Ima smisla. Da ti vas mi opušta. Ali evo ti da baš bezobrazno.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Okej. Mene
Are
zanima.
you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Dobro.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Okej. Ostala mi ova majmunčina gore. Šta radi ovo?
Nellie'll do anything for a thrill.
Pojeo sam jabuku. Lepo.
I don't want to get in trouble the first day.
I šta izvijem se, samo vrtim u
Girl
globu.
can get away with anything.
Nellie'll do anything for a thrill.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Ovo kao glumimo nekog...
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What are people saying about my travels here?
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon, of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Koji je visina?
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Kad bude ljusnula s nek...
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Padne. Neće. Što ne, pade na glavu, možda bi bila pametnija. Šta se treba? Dobro.
Revelio.
Da vidim još... O! Sam ja bio već tamo, jesam, to ne mogu nije. Možda mogu kasnije kad se budem vratiti. Najbolji su mi ovi tuneli, ne vidim point ovoga, ali... Dobro, vi ste...
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Oho!
Here you are.
Wow!
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Lepo nje.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Huh.
You've been practicing.
Huh. Ja,
This
boys.
way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Dobro. To nije loše.
I certainly would have appreciated something
Ovo ne
like
znam
a
kud
field
je
guide
pošla,
when I
jebote.
was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Lako žena, bolje ni stepenice.
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Što je sjajna lika.
Simply cast Revelio on it and
Revelio.
see what the guide says.
Okay. You've just unlocked the field guide challenge. Your progress toward completing challenge appears here. Okay. A, znači imamo još jedan. Dobro. Okay. A, razumijem, znači kompletno sklapamo cijelu priču unutar te knjige.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Okej, to je lepo.
Revelio.
I katanci. Možda ako bude naučen neki spell koji razbija tu... Bravo. To je 35 tih zlatnih. Nema više, a? Ne mogu da vjerujem da sam u Hogwartsu.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
O! Okej, opet map. Vidi ti mapu. Okej. A šta ona meni rekla da ja... Jelo? Ja se nadam, ne znam što sam kliknuo. Zaboravio sam šta mi je rekla žena.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Revelio.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Znači to mi služi za taj tijel. Kapiram šta je, to je kao onaj vatra kako dođeš pa te
Always something happening here. It's
prinesi.
the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
It's always so exciting to see the owls come swooping into the great hall.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Dobro. Can you tell me more about the Charms class? Right.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Lepo. To bi trebalo isto da znamo.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Lepo. To je to.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Pa šta bi mogao?
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Dobro, kako sam mislio će
Good luck
nas
today.
orobijati
And
zbog
remember to
rušenja.
use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Dobro. Sad.
Revelio.
I wish I received letters from her more often. I like knowing what my sisters wrote.
Šta li je ovo?
The youngest been learning what he
Čuju se ti čudni zvuci. A da. Koja glupost.
I enjoy divination, but when is Professor?
Šta je ovo? Ama. Baksus, ajde, evo.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Da, znao sam da sam zakenjao nešto opasno. Trebao sam kažem ne, ali ne znam što sam stisnuo, da. Bit ću iskren.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here.
Izvukli smo se.
I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Može. Dobro, mani map, okej. Aha, okej. The main quest? Čekaj. Some quests are locked by the spell and or level required. Dobro. Vidiš ti to?
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Super. 106 metara. Pa uplašive, brate, slatiš. No, ajde. Sada vidimo to. To su nam ta dva questa, dobro. Okej. Nema ništa. Evo. A, ne, to mi ne treba. Ništa korisno. Dobro. Aha, znači tako. Oho.
Revelio.
Vjerojatno to sam neka fora. Ajde bre! Neki pauk, konj. O, čekaj, ima li to veze sa... Nema, dobro. Ne, kako bežem dalje, zaboravio sam.
Revelio.
A da. Statue of Gregory the Smarmy. Fuck.
Something else too. A dash of powdered bat split.
Nema ništa na pričati.
Gardens at Hogwarts are impressive. Do you think Garlic Baby
Čini da me
with the help of Harry?
da malo istražim. Look at this. Vjerojatno ovo je učionica da učimo pravljenje spelova. Vjerojatno još vi treba budemo ovdje.
Revelio.
Dobro. To su ti spelovi. Ovo su i... Vedek, dobro. To moram da naučim. Nema druge. Okej. Šta je ovo? Fontana Vigor. Dobro. Lijepe li s ove? Možda ako naučim onu... taj spell koji vraća prvobitni oblik. Kao što je profesor Dig uradio sa onim mostom u prvom delu. Mislim da bi to tako trebalo biti.
Revelio.
Nemamo ništa tu. Dobili smo novi fast travel. Opa, vidi ovo. Zanimljivo. Okej, nemam tu sad ja ništa. To priča ovaj. Vidi stvarno. Smijem činu. Ne, jeste, trepće.
Revelio.
Jel ima ovdje nešto? A sad bi ja trebao tako da skupljam svaku tu statu neke informacije, a? I sad, što radi, ne, ništa. Pokazuje vreme, to radi. Šta je ovo?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Opa! Moram što pre? Što je to? Levioso!
Levioso!
Cool.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Okay. Znači, vjerojatno da razoružam ovu lutku.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully. Good. Now, well done. Good. Well done.
Nice.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I
Sad
want
ću da ga
fair
razlupim.
duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Kako ću da ga nalupim, gledaj sad ovo. Ajde. Sad. Op, op! Tako dok si na podu. Op! Be!
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Tako je, tako.
Your opponent decides to attack or defend yourself.
Sam ga razbio.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Nima šanse.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Ima par stvari ovdje.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Tih, moram drugi level ponovno. Znači, naučili smo kako da...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so desperate.
Slytherin, on je Slytherin.
Then again,
Opasno.
perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I had... no.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know.
Meni
Schools are in
to malo
place for a
sumnjivo.
reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Znači, vjerojatno side
Till
misija.
next time.
Opasan je ovaj, nije ni on glup. Yes. Dobro. Ove oči me malo brinuš. Čemu li on? Znači prvo je klasičan napad. Levioso. Evo. A, cup of tea. Can I get cup of tea?
Revelio.
O, aha. Skeleton. Okej. To je iznad mene. Čekaj. Znači nije to tu, dobro.
Revelio.
Šta, mačka, ništa. To je lijepa maca. Pa mi ruku sad odseče. Bože, me sačuvaj, nikad gori mjauk nisam čuo. Ovčeg. O, da. Evo, molim te, recim da je ovo... muški već, ja? Professor Fees. A, ovdje je naš profesor. Ima li nešto ovdje? A, ima li... Kako ja da naučim? Pošto je gdje ovo? A, gore još. Uđem ženski. Možda nije pametno. Kako trči sine kao sprinter.
Revelio.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
A ne.
I'd like to do some window shopping in Hogsmeade this weekend. Don't have the galleons to actually buy.
I could just have a thought of it.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil's lab.
Revelio.
Još jedan da vidim. Pa. Odlično. Ne. Nije loše, nije loše. A, to je dole. Vidimo šta nam nude ovdje.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Kako je baci oko na nas, a?
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Oh boy.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Aha! To je bilo dobro.
Accio.
Accio? Did you?
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okej. Samo to smo naučili. Dobro, nije to loše, mogu da privučem ili valjda predmete, možda i ljude. O, ali vidim da ima još.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Huh?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Šta je treba raditi? Neka vrsta igre?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. That's it!
Huh.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Čekaj, fora vede priučim što bliže, jel?
Splendid!
Okej.
Excellent control there.
Je to dobro? Nije bilo toliko teško.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor.
Opa!
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
Jes, daješ mi najbolju, brate, slatki, pa šta? Ja bit ću najbolji, ali...
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing
Stvarno će biti glupo sad odrati ovo žensko.
Yes, sir.
Okej, kako se ide? Svini molim.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. Dobro.
That is how it's done.
50. Sad ću da te polomim. Opa, bate! Dobro je. Znao sam što sam.
Very good.
Šta će biti ako on odgora moji? Kako će da mi nešto uradi? Prejako sam. Ne, nisam.
Nicely done. Watch this.
Možda je fora, jesi da na meni to... Kako ide? Accio! Evo je lušlo,
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Normalno, nisi ako ovde, bre. Normalno.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Šta je radio?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Čoj, kako
This
ću sada...
round settles it all.
A dobro, odraći opet.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Da tačno znam otprilike kada bi trebao to udarim. Stani! Nice.
That's it.
Doktor. Ovo je opet zastrao. Jadno se smorio. Boga mi. Nije ovo sve tako lako. Ček.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it?
Prerano sam.
Well done. Watch this.
Ne. Evo.
I thought I had that.
Ma, mislila si ti da ne kažem de. Dođi, tati. Ma da, bre. Ma da, nemaš pojma, plači. Odlično. Tako je.
Very
Hvala.
good, both of you. Well done.
Šta bre, oboje, ona bila useless bre.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Gotovo sa školom.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Čuo mi se da je rekla Wakanda. Wakanda forever! Idem dalje. Is the magic the same? Oh, da baš
This
da
may seem an
provjerim.
odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Magic is weaker. Ali stvarno? Tako kada nemaš štapić da ti je... Joj.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Yeah.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
A misliš, a? Jel misliš?
Time.
Dobro.
Of course, you can use Accio Revelios, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise.
A word, if you would.
Oba. Evo.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Quest complete. Nice. Našao, mada našao, treći level, nice.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Zove...
Revelio.
Ma dai bre, hoću da prođem kroz to.
Accio.
A ne, Accio.
Hello there. You're the new
Revelio.
student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's kind of you to say. What's too challenging a lesson? Oof.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Znači možemo tako da... Pa. I to mi je jasno.
Revelio.
Nisam baš siguran još uvijek kako ovo tačno funkcioniše. Ali znam da mi treba mapa. Side quests are now available, okej. To su vjerovatno. Okej, track quest. Idemo do tamo da vidimo šta imamo da... silazimo dole.
Revelio.
I dare you to prove me wrong. Još silazim dole? Znači koja nam je četvrta magija za učenje. Možda ako ovo bilo privlačenje, možda naučim ono da odbacim. Mogu još jedan sprat.
Revelio.
Koje sranje? Ne. Koje fore?
Accio.
Ne mogu uništiti, jel?
Levioso. Revelio.
Čujem taj... Evo. Dobro. Činilo mi se da je kanalizacija. Ali dobro, čovjek se prevari. Još imam fast travel.
Did you see Claire's hair today? She tried a color changing charm.
Revelio.
You're brave though, aren't you? I've seen you in her body.
Još jedan sprat. Ovo je veliko ovo mjesto, ima svašta da se istraži. Kako to pipam svakako.
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Ovo je dobro. Možda voda?
Revelio.
Nema ništa. Aha. Evo.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
There you are.
Podsjeća me na dobije.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Znao sam da će da napravi neka glupost što sam to rekao. Evo, sad se to baš i odazivano. No, Professor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
What? More work?
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Spellcraft.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asks that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
To je zanimljivo.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Pa tako, ma...
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice.
Joe!
Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Quest complete. Šta je to? Portu do profesora. Dobro. Ništa. Ovdje bi završio ovaj deo. Ja se nadam da ste vi uživali. Učili smo nove spelove. I imamo još da učimo. Carstvo Tivan spelova. Čak imamo i Dark Spells.